There we go. Game? Game, maybe? Could OBS capture my thank you? Let's see if this works. So today I'm streaming to both YouTube and Twitch. I'm doing this through Restream. So I'm hoping it goes well. I've been doing this for work lately, but haven't tried it for us yet. So I'm hoping it works. I really am. I'll be doing Winter Village stuff when everybody else pops online, but for now, I'm trying to level up this pony. I'm waiting for some of the squad to jump on Discord, and then I'll head over to the Winter Village, in case anybody's watching and wondering why I'm not in the Winter Village yet. Mother, Courtney! Courtney, it's you! It's you, Courtney! Hello! I'm on Twitch and YouTube tonight because I'm testing the same software that I use for work. No, I'm not bringing the cow back. I don't want it. Hi, Courtney. I'm waiting for, Lurie said she's gonna hop into the chat. Oh, a baby. Oh, baby. Hello, baby. And I might go get those warm wishes before I go over there. Hi! Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. Hello. It's me and Snow Angel and my Yule Goat. Because I got a new pony that I wasn't riding on. Saturday. I will tell Lurie, you know, I'm not 100% sure what game that is. So I'll ask her when she gets on. But for now, I'm gonna go get these warm wishes. I hope they're not ones that I already did today. Because I did go on during work hours. On my lunch break. And play it today. Ellen came and stood behind me while I was eating lunch and running the winter races. And had to tell me how cute my pony is. It was great. We had fun. I'm trying to get Ellen to play, but she doesn't have reliable internet right now. Otherwise, she totally would, and we'd have another squad member. Because I like Ellen a lot, and I really want her to play with us, and I feel like this game is right up her alley. I'm gonna turn this back down. There we go. Anytime I send Ellen Haunts game pictures. Yes! Okay, so I see that YouTube chat and Twitch chat are not loading onto my video feed right now. I have to get that set up the next time to actually just get restream chat on here. But I see on YouTube, oh my god, that little goat is the greatest thing ever. He really is. This is my Yule Goat. He jingles sometimes. I love him very much. Okay, I may have already done this today. I can't 100% remember. Okay, yes, I did do this today already then, because otherwise it would have shown a warm wish. Did I get this today yet? I bet I did. I did not. Way to go, me. Hi. Hi, everybody. So today is the first time that I'm streaming to both Twitch and YouTube. And I wanted to do this because a lot of people on YouTube ask me like, oh, when are you streaming? I always miss when you're streaming. And I figured instead of like directing all of you over to Twitch, that if you're on YouTube, I'll just stream to YouTube too. And with Restream, I can do it all, all at the same time. And I found out about Restream when I was doing some research for work, because we wanted to have our Halloween party, our Moonlight Madness preview, and stream it to a whole bunch of different platforms. So I've managed to find Restream, and now every time we go live for the Stone Company, we actually go live on 3 different platforms, which is really, really cool. So I'm hoping that it works out for me as well. And sorry if I'm adjusting my webcam a little bit. It's been a while since I've done this. I had to kind of like move my whole streaming setup around because of I actually took my computer home with me for Thanksgiving because it wasn't working and I had to fix it. How am I today? Pretty good. We've been having, and this is all public knowledge, is we've been having some COVID run through the factory, so I'm actually getting my own office now, technically. I'm, wearing a mask all day at work because I'm with other people and everything, and I haven't had to do that because I've worked at home for so long, so, not fun, but necessary, I'm a little tired today. I actually got more sleep than I normally do, which is a plus, but on the opposite side of that, the bad side of that, is my alarm didn't go off this morning, so I was almost late for work. Because I have a half an hour drive, or like roughly like 20-ish minutes, half an hour drive. So I leave here at 10 to 8, and I drive. And I woke up at 7:30 instead of 7. And I had no time to make lunch or anything, which just meant that I go to the one fast food restaurant in town, which is a gas station Subway. So, like, today hasn't been bad. It's been a lot, but it's not bad. And I'm just working on leveling up this horse until Larry pops into our Discord chat. What does everybody want to talk about tonight? What's the vibe tonight? Cause I'm just training. I suppose at 8 I could go get those warm wishes because I haven't done that yet. I'm not grinding for the set. I don't really like the tack set this year, but I do think that I'm going to get the penguin, which is 80, and I'm at 47 right now. So I'm making progress. Oh, we also got some really cool samples today that I can't tell you guys about yet, because secrets. You'll find out on Monday. Anyway. Gas station Subway used to be my go-to when I worked at a Humane Society in New Hampshire. Yeah, it's like the one place in town. Like, I can't even begin to explain. Like, there's nowhere else. There used to be a Taco Bell, like, 15 minutes up the road. And then if I go 15 minutes the other direction, I end up in Michigan. And there's stuff over there. But it's like by the time that I get over there and get my food and get back, my lunch break's already over. So it's like Subway it is. The pit. Courtney wants to talk about the pit. Oh, and then what does the winter set look like? I'll actually go there right now. And I'll show you guys. The Warm Wishes set this year is like yellow, pink, and brown. I really don't like it. I wish I did like it, because that's like the fun in grinding during these events, is like you get a set out of it. you know, and especially when these ones have stats. Last year's set was this really cute, and I actually have it in my inventory right now. It was this really, really cute Western set that was like blue, tan, brown. I loved it. This year's set, I'll go up here. Let's see if I can position myself. Oh, okay. Of course, somebody has to stand inside me. All right. So you guys see me? See Pony? Actually, maybe let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see that a little better. Okay, cool. All right. So here's me. Here's Pony. So there's the saddle. See, it's like yellow and like brown and pink, and it looks like it's like the knee rolls are like knitted. Oh, there's a halter. Oh, the halter's not bad. I don't really bridle. There's a saddlebag. See, it just, I don't know. The color scheme to me feels really, really dull. It's not that great. Hi. Hello. Yeah, the sweater's cute. I don't wear this kind of stuff all the time anyway, though, so I'm just going for the penguin, and I'm gonna call it good. Like, that's my game plan, is penguin, and then I'm done. And then the winter horses, I still call these wilds. They're not wilds, they're magic horses. I like them, but not enough to buy them. So this one is the Snow Dancer. Sorry, the chat is like in front of it. I can't really like move that right now. This one's the Snow Dancer. It's the gray. It's cute. Like I do really like the designs. I know some people are really like, the designs aren't wintry enough. They look like ornaments to me. The black and white and gold kind of thing. This guy isn't the one that I would buy anyway. He is really pretty though, like there's him nice and up close. He's really pretty though. When I showed these to Ellen earlier, she was like, oh man, I really want to paint those. And it's like, I do too. I would absolutely love to do some customs of these. I just don't have the space and equipment with me right now to actually do any Star Stable customs or like any customs at all. I did bring like some minis home with me that I can do some micros. But as far as like airbrushing and stuff, yeah, that's kind of it's not exactly possible right now in my non-existent setup in my apartment. But I'm hoping that maybe I can figure out a way to do that. But anyway, I'm still gonna wait for Lurie to do these races. Today's present under the tree was these leg wraps. I'll show you guys. They're not like great. I may end up selling them. It depends on what the rest of the tack set looks like. But the clothing so far, the hat is really cute, and the pants are really cute, and they have stats. So I'm just kind of biding my time, you know, like just to see what the rest of the set is like before I actually like go through and sell it, because I don't know yet if that's what I want to do. I really like the set that I have on this guy right now. I vibe very heavily with turning the little Icelandic into a holiday unicorn. Briarfest chaos ideas. It's about time, Courtney. You're on the chat right now. Courtney, it's about time for our annual Briarfest Predictions video. So we got to figure out when we want to talk about Briarfest Predictions, because guess what? They're going to start dropping special runs soon, and we got to get on that. We gotta do it. We gotta go. The single day stablemates are already out, Courtney. We're behind. We're behind. We gotta predict. We gotta predict things. So you gotta tell me what days are good for you. And now that you and Kenzie are off for the semester, maybe the three of us can sit down and have our Briarfest predictions video. And that's something that I will probably like pitch to the squad Discord as well. But see, the problem with doing that is Jocelyn's in the Discord. And Jocelyn probably knows all of the special runs for Briarfest already because Jocelyn works for Briar. And, you know, I know she probably wouldn't join in on that conversation, you know, and because I don't think she'd risk spoiling anything. But just the thought of Jocelyn kind of sitting there and going, yep, go on. Yes, all of your predictions are wrong. Continue. It amuses me greatly. We did come, like, really close last year with several horses, which impressed me. But it'll be interesting to see what direction they take it in this year. I know, like, it really would be funny to have Jocelyn in on the Briarfest predictions, but God, you know she couldn't. You know she couldn't. She's gotta be under an NDA. She has to be. You can't tell me she's not. At least when it comes to, like, that kind of stuff, I bet she is. But it would be absolutely hilarious. I can't deny that would be so funny. Like, I just want her to just, like, sit back like Statler and Waldorf from the Muppets and just be like, ha ha ha, you guys are so stupid. We would never do something like that. But it's also, like, it's funny to me to watch the chaos on Facebook because I'm friends with several of, like, the office staff, like Kat McDermott and Heather Paleo and then Jocelyn, so it's very amusing to me to, like, have predictions and, like, kind of know what the pattern is, and then to see them either be like, well, guys, you know, like, this is how it works, you know this, or for them, you know, to just kind of all agree that, like, maybe we're shaking things up this year, you never know, kind of a thing.
You made it!
Whoa, hold on. Oh, no, Lurie.
Emma!
Lurie!
I just got back to my computer. How's it going?
Lurie's here. Lurie's here.
Friend.
My friend.
I'm your friend.
You're my friend. I missed you.
Oh, I missed you. I gotta get to you on Twitch.
Yes, today I'm trying something new. I'm streaming to both Twitch and YouTube.
Oh.
At the same time. I am doing this through Restream. It's free.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's completely free if you hook up, like, less than 3 channels. So if you have 2 channels that you want to use, or if you don't want to, like, download OBS, you can actually stream right through their, like, right through your browser, which is kind of cool. But I found it when I was looking for something for work, because we were like, oh man, we want to stream our Halloween party sale kind of thing to all these different channels. Like, how can we do that? And I was like, I'm gonna do some research. So we actually pay for, like, the basic version, which is like $9 a month, and you get a whole bunch of stuff with it, but then you can stream to, like, up to, like, 4 or 5 channels or something. So we do, every time we go live now, we're always on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, which is cool. But
I'm on Facebook right now.
Yeah.
Are you?
Oh no, no,
we're not on Facebook.
we're not.
Okay.
We're not. We're on YouTube and Twitch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, but anytime I go on for work, like our main social media is like a Facebook group. So
Okay.
we have like we'll stream to the Facebook group and then YouTube and Twitch because we know that we have a lot of like younger viewers or people that don't have Facebook, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So we try to hit as many platforms as possible.
Yeah.
But it's just really
harder to
convenient.
watch chat that way. Yeah.
So Restream will actually do something really cool where it takes all of your chat from all of your platforms and funnels it into just Restream.
Oh, that's awesome, actually.
Yeah, it's really convenient. So like while only the Twitch chat is appearing on stream for everybody right now because that's what I have set up, I can actually go back and through Restream put the Restream chat in there so I can see everybody's like YouTube and Twitch when they all come through.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't get around to doing that yet. It's a test night tonight, lads.
A test night. Also, I'm at Starshine Ranch because I this is where I left off.
Ooh.
I have not done anything with the game today because I have been sucked into another multiplayer game.
Courtney wanted me to tell you that dragon game you were playing looked awesome.
Ew, it's awesome, and I want to know the best part.
I do.
It's free.
So what is it?
So it's basically it's set in like a medieval era. You get 3 classes: a marauder, a wind guard, and a phantom. Okay. And there's 3 different game modes basically. The first kind of well-known game mode is called Carnage, where it's kind of like a huge dog. Oh my god, that sheep went into the tree. Anyways, Carnage is kind of like a dogfight. All of the dragons you're on 2 different teams, red and blue, and you all try and kill as much as the other side as you possibly can.
Oh my god.
Pretty hectic, pretty insane. And then there's one called Gates of Fire, where it's like capture the flag, feet tug of war, and you get the dragon. That's what Courtney, I think, was seeing.
Oh, that's really fun.
Where you grab the flag or you help your teammates who have the flag, and you got to get through about 9 or 10 gates as you possibly can. But if you die and the other team gets the gate, they have to then get through as many gates as you just did. So it's like this constant back and forth of like, oh crap. I was almost going to swear, don't mind me. Oh crap, oh no. And it's super intense and it's so fun. But my favorite game mode is Spoils of War.
Ooh.
Where everything's team-based. There's never everyone for themselves. Spoils of War is you're trying to get as much gold, as much money into your side of the arena as you possibly can.
Oh, okay.
So there's a lot of different strategies. I have my own, but basically there's like these dragons that are flying around that you have to kill in order to get gold. But then once you get gold, that amount that you have goes above your head. So then you become a target for the other team, because if they attack you, you drop your gold.
Oh my god, that sounds fun.
It is so much fun. And I'm obsessed. I'm already level 20 and it's only been 2 days.
Oh my god.
It's like, that's why I haven't been on Tumblr really to reply to things. I'm like, crap, I gotta do a dragon.
Well, and then the other game that we all got sucked into is Wild Shade. Yeah.
I was sucked into Wild Shade, and then I got into Century Age of Ashes, and I'm like, oh crap.
Yeah. It's a double whammy.
Double whammy. And the best thing about Century is that it's not a pay to win. You pay for cosmetics. Like Star Stable.
Yeah.
And it's free, and I hit level 15, and when you hit level 15, they give you a 50% discount on any bundle of gems, which is in-game currency that you buy with real money.
Well, that's interesting.
So I bought the $40 deal for $20. I'm like, didn't pay
Wow.
for this game and I'm hooked. I'm tossing you some money. So
That reminds me
I
of there's a game that I started playing like right at the
Mhm.
beginning of the pandemic. It's called Disney Sorcerer's Arena. I don't know if you've heard of that one.
I have not.
Okay, so it's really, really fun. It's like it's a turn-based battle game, and you basically like collect all these Disney characters, and then you make your teams, and
Oh.
they all have different power-ups and everything and
Mhm.
moves. And when I joined, it had just come out of beta, like it had just launched, and at the same time,
Ooh.
Onward had just come out. And so they were having a whole bunch of deals, and I actually did the like $20 on the game, like unlocks all of the Onward stuff for you.
Mhm.
And so I absolutely had to do it. No regrets. No
I'm
regrets.
Like, you're yanking my chain here. Here's $20.
Yeah, my team is absolutely like incredibly OP, and I have like Barley and Ian and the Manticore, and then there's like 2 other spots that I think I have saved for like one of the other really powerful characters is like the big bad wolf.
Oh my god.
So I've got like the big bad wolf and stuff on my team. It is so much fun. I don't play it all that often anymore because it's a total time sink, but it's so much fun. It really is.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because I would tell you, if you got into Center Age of Ashes, which you totally should, you'd get synced into it too. You're just I've only played it for, this will be either day 2 or day 3. I'm already level 20, 21.
Oh
Oops.
my god.
But I do my work during the day, and then I'm like, dragon.
dragon.
I haven't touched Star Stable at all because of it either. I'm sorry,
no.
Star Stable.
Well, I don't know. I haven't been on Star Stable a lot since the Halloween update.
Yeah.
Especially because like the winter stuff, you know, I always wait for the spoilers to come out. I know that like, oh, you know, like it ruins the game for some people having the spoilers come out. No, I like to plan ahead. So if I kind of have an idea of what's coming and if I'm even gonna like it, then that's how I gauge like, okay, well then I'm gonna have to sit down and grind forever, you know. And with the stuff that came out for winter, other than the Unicorn Bridal, which I've already got, I don't really feel the need to grind for a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm just kind of sitting back and I'm enjoying my winter time as it comes, instead of like Halloween where I felt like I had to be on every second of every day because otherwise I wasn't going to get the Gallagher Thompson set.
Yeah, it's nicer that this one is stretched out to the 12th, honestly.
Yes.
And then I'm not as rushed. I mean, I only have 22 warm wishes and I haven't spent them on anything. So that's like the actual total that I have.
Yeah.
And I'll start and be like, oh crap when it gets closer to the end. Like, oh no.
I have to check and see.
Warm wishes.
Yeah, I want the penguin from the Warm Wishes set, but that's the only thing I want. I don't really like the Warm Wishes set this year. I think it's really dull. So I'm not gonna go for the whole thing, but I definitely want the penguin, and I'm at 47 right now, and I gotta check my inventory because apparently your warm wishes from last year are also still good this year. So I'm gonna see if I even have any left over, because my mom did, and she just like combined them and they all work. Like, well, good for you.
Yay.
I'm also gonna run the Fort Pinta Champ.
I'm not there.
I'm on a level 13. I did get my Icelandic, my white Icelandic. I have him.
Oh, good.
I'm riding him right now. He's not leveled up yet, but he's at level 13. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you read this in the group chat earlier or not. The winter races, the first time you do them, are like 350 or 400 XP for one and 1200 for another.
Oh,
so bring something that you really need to level up.
That's just my Icelandic. I usually get all of my horses to level 15 before I try and get another horse.
Yeah, me too, but for some reason I wasn't feeling like leveling up my Kelpie. I think it's because we got so many Jorvik Wilds in a row that I was just kind of bored of riding them.
Yeah, that happened to me. I still pushed through. I was like, just get this thing to 15 and I don't have to look at it for a while.
I think she's at 11 right now, so like when I'm done with the Icelandic, I think I'll go back and I'll finish up that one.
Yeah, and I'll probably buy the new Arabian in a few weeks or so. I kind of want to see what the new Horses of Jorvik is next week. Because they said now with Horses of Jorvik, they're going to be putting horses on sale that go with the race.
Okay, that's really good marketing, though.
Yeah, but so, like, because last time they did thoroughbreds and paints, like, I don't think they put the paints on sale, but they put the thoroughbreds on, not thoroughbreds.
Oh, the
American
paints
quarter
and
horse.
the quarter horses, yes, yeah.
Yeah, so,
the paints weren't on sale, but the quarter horses definitely were, so...
Yeah, and the curly horses were on sale. Yep. I'm waiting for the thoroughbred to go on sale because I really want a thoroughbred. But I'm like, if they're putting horses on sale, I'm just gonna wait.
Right. I skipped out on the thoroughbred when they first came into the game because I was really, really hoping that they would be built like my thoroughbred, like Johnny.
Yeah, but they did it race style.
They definitely did it race style. They're very much racing fit thoroughbreds, which my chonky big boy is not.
Oh yeah.
Johnny has been off the track for probably 9 years now, and yeah, he look it.
You feed him very good.
I feed him very good. He's not fat, but he's large.
Yeah.
But yeah, racing fit thoroughbreds are just very nice in their own way. But I did really like the dominant white one, because half the time when you see a white horse in anything, it's white with blue eyes, and that's not a look that I really like. I don't blue eyes on horses I'm very picky with, and this especially goes for model horses too, because like if you do it the wrong way, they look possessed. They don't look good.
Yep.
So like I'm a big sucker for like a dominant white, which is white, pink skin, brown eyes. And that's what they did on the thoroughbred in Star Stable, and I was very happy.
I see most people ride the white one in the bay. I would get the light bay.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the seal bay, but I was like, I am leaning more towards the bay.
The seal bay, I think they could have taken a little bit more care to blend like the under the forearm patches and the patch on the flank of like that lighter color. Yep. Just because it's only that obvious on a seal bay in winter, because that's the color that Johnny is, and I never noticed that. Like, okay, in the summer he pretty much looks black, and he's got just a little tinge of the brown around his muzzle, just a bit. But in the winter, it's absolutely crazy. It looks like somebody just took like a magic marker and went hurt in those areas, and it looks really bad.
That's so cute.
Like
it's like, oh no.
He literally has like his cute little black snoot, and then this like giant mass of like rust colored brown, and then the rest of him is solid black right now, and it is so hilarious because he looks like he got his nose stuck in something.
Oh no.
It's incredible.
Poor baby.
I love
masterpiece.
Him. He is. And he also looks like he's got goggles, because that's the other place it shows up, is like around their eye. So he's got like red goggles. It is so good.
Baby. That's so good. That is so good.
Yeah.
Oh man, so they made it more or less kind of a winter coat seal bay is what you're implying.
Kind of, yeah. It's like, it's really odd to me that that's the direction that they kind of took it in. But I mean, some
Mhm.
seal bays just do have more pigment like that than others. So it's
Mhm.
all, you know, it's all dependent. It all depends on what kind of reference photo they used.
Yeah.
We find the same thing with like there was a debate last week when we were releasing models for work, and I was like, hey, let's, like, this model is a Cremello, which a Cremello is a chestnut horse with 2 cream genes. So if it's a chestnut horse with one cream gene, it's a Palomino. But if it has 2, it's a Cremello. And there are different shades of Cremello. Everything from like a creamy color that almost looks Palomino to basically what is white with pink skin and the blue eyes. And our sample came out just way too creamy for what we were thinking about. And we're like, hey, use a really light Cremello and then add a lot of the pearlescent to it, so it looks like we have a designer horse color called White Pearl. We're like, pretty much do it like White Pearl.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when we put it out, some people were like, well, that's not Cremello, that's White Pearl. And we're like, guys, they're pretty much the same.
Yep.
You know, it's like you can have different shades of the same coat color and they're gonna look different.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I mean, it's the same thing with Star Stable. It's like, okay, yeah, like your whatever color is gonna have a bunch of variations in real life. So, you know, the only thing that I'm a stickler with when it comes to Star Stable is their Pinto and Abbey patterns, because there are realistic ways to do them, and there are ways that are definitely not realistic.
Oh yeah. I think it's Ever who like does the textures for the horses, and I think Nomi and the other artists are also texture for some reason too.
I think so. Nomi seems to be doing like a pretty good job. The paint horses are mostly good. I have some beef with the buckskin one, but it's very minimal. It's just like it's such a weird niche thing that it kind of like triggers my like fight or flight response as like a horse artist, you know. If that makes, I'm sure that makes sense to you, because you know.
But well, like, I know the artist feeling, but it's also like, it's not my art, I can't be upset. Right, exactly.
It's just like, to me, it's just a matter of, oh, I just won't buy that one, you know, like whatever. But it happened with like for me the most grievous offense is the nab strip. That to me,
no. Anyone can see that and be like, these are atrocious.
But it's not just the model. Like, okay, I have a lot of problems with the model. I'm talking about the pattern. But yeah, the coat colors, they're so bad.
They're awful.
They're so bad. Like,
I'm like,
I always kind of use the analogy of, it's like somebody looked at an Appaloosa twice. Like, wants to know that it has spots and wants to kind of know where to put them.
Oh no.
Only kind of. Because,
not all the way.
Because whereas like you can get away with a bunch of stuff with like a Pinto. Like, I mean, I designed a Pinto pattern that says boo, that has the word boo on it, and it's a feasible, like it fooled a bunch of people. So like, yeah, you can get away with stuff in a Pinto pattern. But an Appaloosa pattern follows there's such a fine line of like what you can do with the horse's like actual hair pattern that none of those look right, and it makes me really concerned for when the actual Appaloosa breed comes out.
And I can only hope that. The nab strapper is almost 2 years old, I think, right?
Yeah, they're older though, so I hope that they learned. Looking at the Jorvik Frisian, I have like hope, because because that one works out. Like that one looks really good.
Yeah.
But that's really the only, and actually there's one standing in the arena where I'm at right now. So I can kind of, but it follows the hair pattern. It does. Like the spots on the hind quarter curve in towards the flank, and then from the flank upwards, they travel up to the neck. You know, like there's a specific way to do that kind of thing. The other one in game that does it really well is the wood ear, which the wood ear came out before the Nabstrup, which is why when the Nabstrup came out, when they were teasing it, I was really excited because I wanted something that had the nice warm blood build, but then had the flashy coat color.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I got. You know, like, what did we get? We didn't get either of those.
I like, as someone like in the industry and all that jazz, I'm like, I hate to say it, but like Napstraders are kind of pieces of crap.
I know, like, I hate saying that. I really
hate saying
do.
That. This is a critique. They're not good. I'm sorry to any Starstable person who hears this.
Yeah,
I can give it more in-depth critique if you want me to. I'm an artist. I'm not just gonna say it sucks to say it sucks. There's reasons behind it.
Yes. Reason number one for me is their feet are too big.
For me, reason number one is the texture. I'm like, compared to all of the other textures that you gave it, to all the other textures that you gave, it looked like you just kind of threw someone, well, here's Photoshop. Good luck.
Yeah.
Well, because there's no definition to, like, these newer horse models. They have definition in their texture that give the horse muscle. It's not necessarily in the model that those muscles
are
in
texture.
It's in the texture. Nabstar, there is no definition of anything.
It just they're looks very like a silly flat.
They're extremely flat and they have no form to them. Yep. And it just looks like someone just threw some paint. I'm going to put a bunch of dots on this horse. And I'm like, it's awful. Get rid of it. And I hope they remake it soon.
Like, I never want to see it again.
And I never see anyone ride it.
I don't either.
It's ugly.
The only time that I've seen someone ride one recently was when they came out with the black leopard in the app, and that's the best one,
unfortunately,
which it's not even that good.
No,
it's the best one out of many other bad options.
Yeah,
this is like Twitch, this is like the one time that you guys are gonna like hear me like say bad things about Star Stable like explicitly, and it's not even like a Haunts game bad. It's like, hey, you guys kind of screwed up on this one model that I was really excited about, and I don't know how to feel about it. I think you could have done better.
Oh my God. Someone is dancing on the slide for the winter place.
Excuse me. God.
They're just on the side dancing in the middle of it, and I had to interrupt. That's just okay. So funny.
That's okay.
Oh no, people are riding the new horses. Oh, they're so pretty.
They are really pretty. They are.
I'm like crap. Don't make me want one. I'm standing right next to one. Do not tempt me like this.
So I'm
gonna get it.
I was gonna go do the winter races today, on stream today, because I did them at work. I was really, really excited, and I wanted the horse XP so that I could like be faster tonight when we streamed. And I did them twice, thinking that they would have the little thing set up that you could go back and redo them anytime you wanted. I couldn't find those. So sorry for anyone that joined tonight thinking that my title of SSO Winter Races was going to actually show you the winter races. I apologize.
Oh, so are we on the hunt for them?
Well, I won't be able to do them on stream because I already did them today, and like when you already do a race and you want to do it again for like a high score, there's like the little checkered flag station thing. I thought I saw those earlier in the Winter Village, and so I was like, oh, no sweat. I'll just go back and do those races later, just for like a high score thing. Well, when I went back just now, I couldn't find those things.
Oh no.
So I'm like,
no.
like, sorry guys.
Oh,
Okay.
the Arabian is so pretty. Oh no, I'm tempted. Oh no, I'm riding a different. I just got this horse. I can't get this one. Oh, but I like it. I like it better in game than in CC Creations video. I have
Me
to say
too.
that.
It looks really nice in game. Both of them do, actually. Like,
Yeah, I do not mind ever. No, I've seen more Shadow Shield than I have Snow Dancer. They're
really?
actually very nice. Yeah.
I've
run across.
I don't know. I've kind of been seeing Snow Dancer a little bit more.
I think it might be equal then.
Maybe.
I haven't been on as long as you have tonight, so.
Yeah, this morning it did seem like it was a lot of Snow Dancer. The only thing for me, and I know some people are gonna maybe give me a lot of flack for this, is I really, really, really wish, and this is the one time I'll say this, I wish that the coat patterns were mirrored. I wish it was the same on both sides, because it's driving me crazy that it's not. Like, it feels to me like they were going for like a Venetian mask or like an ornament, and that to me screams like, I want it symmetrical, I want it perfect. And for it to have different patterns on both sides, it kind of like, I'm just kind of like, it's pretty, but like I would like it better if it was symmetrical. But that's just me.
Like, I get that, but I also like the asymmetricalness. But that's just my artist and animator brain going off, because in school it was drilled into my head. Don't make things symmetrical.
Yes.
And with natural patterns of animals, most of the time things are going to be symmetrical. Or why is someone flying in the air in here?
Oh, you'll find out.
Oh, okay. But now seeing like a horse that is not symmetrical in their pattern, I'm like, oh, I dig that. Oh, I like that. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's I do like that there are that there are different touches on both sides, but yeah, that specific one for me, I'm like, maybe that should have been symmetrical. But then I could say that, see it symmetrical, and be like, go back.
but you see also, their legends or their stories are that they have to be riding together. They ride side by side.
Yes.
It's because they make each other symmetrical.
Yes. That was a really cool touch too. It's like, and then that just kind of like urges you to buy both of them, No,
I'm only leaning towards Snow Dancer. I like the pure black with the pure white and the pure gold. I don't really care for the ashy with the white. It's very pretty. I'll probably, maybe if I don't like the horse next year or the horses next year,
go and get the other one. Yeah.
Go get the other one. But I'm leaning towards Snow Dancer. It's very pretty. I just like it's basically New Year's Eve.
Yes.
Vibes. It's everyone celebrates New Year's Eve as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
And like they're kind of trailing away from this being a quote unquote Christmas event when they're like, actually, let's make this Yule.
It's just Yule. It's like generic winter, but then they add in like the Scandinavian Yule kind of stuff, and I like that. Yeah, I think that's nice.
Because it's like, this is a Swedish game. It's made, and I think they should keep it to the roots of, hey, let's do some more Swedish Scandinavian kind of stuff.
Honestly, I actually, as much as I like the shadow or the Snow Dancer more in the game than I thought I would, the reason why I lean towards the Shadow Shield is 100% because of the face. Oh yeah,
the face is gorgeous. I
know. I wish she would have been next year. I wish she would have been more like a deeper black, because she is. And actually, I'll find a way to get to the Winter Village so I can explain. I think there's the sleigh by me somewhere. I really do like horses that have the the coat color that she normally has, that one normally has, is called black silver, or like blue taffy is apparently the Australian term, which I think is really fun. But that is like black with a silver gene, and silver is I believe silver is like a dilution. I could be wrong on that. If anybody knows horse genetics and they're on the stream right now, you can totally feel free to correct me. But I think that silver is actually a dilute. So that's why her coat almost looks a little bit brown-black. Because if they're going for that black-silver look, the silver is going to lighten the base coat.
Okay.
So, like, yeah, as much as I would have liked that pure midnight black, somebody's parked right in front of me with one right now. As much as I would have liked that pure black, there is something really, like, they even went back in and dappled it in the areas that it's not that black silver color, like the lighter around the flank and the forearm, and even like under the throat latch, where you would see that dilution on a real horse. They went back in and they dappled it, which is cool.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you look at the snow dancer, who is dappled in their normal form, but does not appear to be dappled in their magic form. Like, dapple it. Come on, guys.
Yeah, no, I get it.
But the really cool thing for me about the Shadow Shield's face, and this is why I'm still really on the fence that like I might go back and buy one before the event is done, is the way that the gold and white is around the eye is very like aesthetically pleasing to me. And then
my game crashed.
No, Larry!
I just got finished with that really fun race, and it crashed as soon as I hit the mark.
No.
Okay, sorry. Continue your story.
I was just gonna say that the Shadow Shield on the one side has this cute little black spiral.
It does
underneath its eye, and
hey, don't make me tempted to buy that one instead. You're making me.
Plus, okay, tempted. the zebra striped butt. The black, gold, and white zebra striped butt. Yes, please. Okay.
Are you now tempted to get one, Emma? You sound very persuaded now.
Yeah, I am.
Now you're making me want that.
I have a lot of money left over. I have 4,700 star coins left over.
I have 6916.
Woohoo! Nice.
I have enough for nice. I have enough for one of them. I mean, I could buy both, but I don't want to buy both. You know, I can wait till next year.
Hello, baby.
Hello, Gem Gaming.
Hello, Gem Gaming. I'm doing pretty good. I'm like right in this horse's face. Look at this newt. Look at the newt.
Plus the Arabian model looks really good with both of them with the gold accent. It gives like that vibe of like where their origins.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're from Arabia.
Yeehaw.
But I'll say I still wish they did Percherons instead.
I wish that it would have been a Percheron that had like caribou characteristics or moose characteristics to go with the moose walk. We're actually doing one of our releases for work for our 12 Days of Christmas thing is Claude the Wannabe Caribou. And so it's we put it on the Andalusian mold that we have, which is a really like it's got a nice tucked head and like a top crest, you know, like really nice crest and everything. And our customizers actually took and carved out the feet, so the feet are cloven, which is cool. And then it has actual like caribou antlers that are hand carved. And it's got the little short deer tail, like the little caribou tail.
That's so cute.
And I'm totally, like, I was totally thinking about getting one. And then the longer I looked at it, and like, it's still really cool. But the longer I look at it, they put the antlers behind the ears.
Ooh.
So it just looks so, which is how the Hydran is in Star Stable, is the horns are behind the ears. You know, which doesn't look like, it doesn't look bad. But to me, I would have preferred if the horns were in front of the ears, and that's my only nitpick. Like,
so, and like, I'm currently making I was planning for its release to be by Christmas, but I know it won't be done by Christmas. I'm making an animatic kind of thing that features like an elk.
Yeah.
Their antlers are kind of right above their
Yes.
ears. It's not behind or in front. It's right above.
It's like,
so it's
yep.
like. So I'm just like, because since I've had to like stare at elk references for, even though it's just quick sketches, I'm still like, man.
Yes. And I think it wouldn't be so obvious to me if the horse's ears, like that mold, its ears are naturally turned back. And I think that's what has me like, oh, that doesn't quite look right. I think if the ears were perked forward, it wouldn't necessarily like trigger that response in me as much. But I don't know. It's still really cute though. Like, it's gonna sell out super quick. There's only gonna be 10 of them.
Oh yeah.
So I love how big the antlers are too. Like, that's my favorite part, is we've done deer before. Like, we've turned like horses into deer-esque creatures before. And they're really, really cool, but they always have like the little like whitetail antlers. Nah, man, this is a caribou.
Oh, that's so cute though.
Yeah. I'll send a picture to the group chat probably on Monday. Because by that point, like, I have one right now, but I'm technically not allowed to share, even though the 12 Days of Christmas ones are horses that were from like people designed these and submitted them last year.
Oh.
So like, people know what the designs are, but they just haven't seen our interpretations of it yet. So like, everybody knows like what color what it's gonna be and what the antlers are gonna look like. It's just, we had to put it on a different mold than what it was initially painted on. So he's gonna be neat.
That's exciting though.
The other one that's really cool, and I can't wait to see this one, is there's one that looks like, we're gonna do a whole bunch of one-of-a-kinds like this, is sugar cookies.
Oh.
So they're iced. They actually have icing. So it's like, okay, you know what a splash pattern is on a horse by now, right? Where like the lower half of the horse and the face is like white.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Courtney.
Oh, hi.
So the sugar cookie ones are gonna be kind of like a reverse splash, but it looks like icing drips. So it's like icing drips on a cookie, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna gloss them, and then Amy and I have sprinkles that we're going to sprinkle over the top of the icing.
Oh,
they're gonna be really cute, and so I think there's gonna be like,
sounds adorable.
I think there's gonna be like 10 one-of-a-kinds like that on all different molds, but it's the same sugar cookie kind of pattern, and it's gonna be so much fun. I love them.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Courtney.
Hi, Courtney.
Courtney. You finished cleaning?
Yeah, I've been home for like a half hour. I was eating.
You were eating?
Yum, yum, yum.
Did you have celebratory mac and cheese?
No, because lactose intolerance getting worse.
Oh no, Courtney.
I know, it's so sad.
Courtney, we literally call you Mac.
I know.
Oh no.
Although, like, you can make, like, Kraft mac and cheese, the box kind, with this almond honey milk.
Oh,
and it's so
interesting.
good,
Interesting.
but that probably wouldn't upset my stomach too bad. And it's just,
Yeah.
like, slightly sweet because of the honey and the almond milk.
Well, right,
But-
right.
It's actually, like, really good.
Can you take lactate, which is like a pill for that stuff?
I could.
It's over the counter. You don't need a prescription for it.
Yeah, I know. I talked to my doctor about it, and I just don't. I'm really bad about taking medicine. So,
Mhm. No, I don't blame you. I have 2 friends who are lactose intolerant, and they will still eat ice cream, everything, all that jazz. Because, you know, I bet, like, you know, the initial, oh, this makes me feel really gross.
Mm-hmm.
They've had it for a long time and like, well, I don't care. It tastes better than I feel gross. And I'm like, okay.
yeah. Mine
But they
usually doesn't
take
hit
lactate.
until the next day. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's not
I
fun.
usually just wake up feeling sick, and
Mm-hmm.
so every day I wake up not
Oh,
feeling
yuck.
great. I
Yeah.
usually go to bed by,
Yeah.
like 10 a.m. So there's like 2 hours where I just feel like crap.
Oh, ew.
Oh.
I see one of our Twitch chats like, oh yeah, me too. Even though I was tested and should be able to have dairy, but I can't do eggs and wheat. That sucks, man.
Oh,
I'm
no.
sorry.
Help, I'm stuck.
Uh-oh.
Help. Oh no, I have to redo the race.
Oh no.
But yeah, if, you know, how they take lactate, if they know, like, oh, I'm kind of in the mood for some dairy, a dairy product, then they take lactate.
Yeah.
Let it get in their system, and then they'll eat it.
That makes sense.
So that could be your reminder of taking that pill. Be like, I'm in the mood for mac and cheese. I should probably take lactate while I'm cooking it. Like, because that's genuinely, it's a good reminder.
Right.
You don't have to take it every day. It's kind of just when you know you're going to be eating something with it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I went vegan for a little while before, and actually I really liked it.
Ooh.
No.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm strong enough to do that because I like too many meats. I like too many meat-based things.
That's understandable.
I make a silly little joke, and of course, like, anyone can choose, you know, how they want to eat, their
Right.
lifestyle. But when people are like, "Oh, I'm vegetarian," "Oh, I'm vegan," I always be like, "Oh, get well soon." But it's not even like a jab at their lifestyle. It's just, I just find it funny. Just like, oh no.
Like, oh, I'm so sorry.
But yeah, no, it's like a vegan lifestyle is not bad. It's actually, as long as you get all the protein and all like the calcium that you need, you do it.
Yeah.
And there is actually there is a couple here in the Twin Cities. They have a vegan butchery.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. What does that entail?
And my buddy Eric, he told me about it. He showed me a video. He's like, dude, I'm not vegan. You know I'm not vegan. And I'm like, yeah, I know you're not vegan. He's like, this stuff tastes, you wouldn't even know it's vegan. It tastes exactly like the meat that they're saying that you're eating. And
That's
it's 100%.
so interesting.
It's so interesting. And it makes me want to try it, but I know I'm not going to drive 45 minutes into the heart of Minneapolis to go try it.
Yeah.
But I would try it. He's like, oh my, he just wants their sausages. He's like, their sausages are better than real sausages.
Oh,
and
I bet.
Like, oh my
I
gosh.
bet if you do sausage, sausage is one of those things that if you do sausage the right way, you could do sausage with anything and it would taste good. Like,
oh, absolutely.
come on, it's sausage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, I'm not a sausage person, but I'm willing to try some vegan sausage. I'll try anything once.
Yeah. The only time I really like sausage is on pizza, to be honest. Like I know a lot of people do like sausage links for breakfast. Can't. Too greasy. But I'm also a big, like, I can't do a traditional breakfast like normal people because my stomach is so iffy in the morning. that
Yeah.
half the time I don't even eat until like 10. So
Mhm.
like by that time I want lunch.
Yeah, like what I usually do, because I work from home.
Mhm,
I don't have to start till 10 in the morning.
Right.
So I'm like, I get up, I work out, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm not that hungry though. And then I'll be like noon 30,
Yep.
1, and I'm like, actually, I'm gonna eat now. How about that? And I used to be such a morning breakfast person, but now I'm just
Mhm.
like, I don't need it.
Yep. Like right now, and actually even during like high school and college, it's kind of like if I have early classes, I have to have something before I go out the door, even if it's small, because if I
Mhm.
have to sit through like a few hours without food, then I need to have something. But like on the weekends, if I don't wake up until like 10, I probably don't
Mhm.
eat until 11, and by then I have
Oh,
lunch,
yeah.
and it's just like I'm just not hungry. But heaven forbid, if I'm up at 7:30 in the morning, if I don't get food within an hour, my stomach is like, I'm dying. Like, why?
Yeah. And for me, like not feeling the hunger
Yeah.
to eat is kind of, I feel like it has to, like, so like I have problems with my gut and everything. And when you have to do procedures to look inside you, you can't eat anything for an entire day.
Right.
I have done about 7 or 8 of those in my life.
Oh,
Usually
yuck.
a normal, healthy person will only get maybe like 1, 2, or 3. And you're supposed to start getting these procedures when you get into your 60s and 70s.
Right.
Because that's when they're like, okay, we need to start looking inside you for
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
But so, like, you can tell if someone's like, you can't eat for an entire day. And I'm like,
Oh
I
my,
can
that
eat
would
for
throw me off so bad.
I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. And my parents are now having to do these same
Yep.
procedures because they're at the age, and they're like,
Right.
oh, I'm gonna suffer. I'm gonna suffer. And I
And you're
just sit
just
there, I'm like,
like,
oh, boo hoo. So I'm like, but having that many procedures, I mean, like,
yeah.
of course, I'm not gonna get like, I'm like, it. Not eating for an entire day seems awful. I get it, but you're gonna learn. It's really, if you don't put anything in your gut,
Yeah,
and
you just adapt.
you adapt, and you have the mind, kind of body kind of connection of,
Yeah.
I can't eat today. You won't feel hungry. Also, feeling hungry isn't that bad of a pain. I promise you.
No, like when I was in high school and like the first couple of years of college, and this is kind of like just eating disorder things, haha,
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
I had points where like I mean I really wouldn't eat breakfast, and then our lunch period wasn't until like noon or noon 30, you know, so it's like you're going from waking up at 6 a.m., you're going 6 hours without food.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, my anxiety, like when I was able to have food, I could barely eat. Like I wouldn't even be able to finish a sandwich like at lunch because I just couldn't eat. My stomach, my muscles in that area were so tense that I could never feel when I was hungry.
Yeah.
So then by the time I got home and had dinner, and we would eat at like 5:30, 6 o'clock, because that's when my parents got off work, got home, is I would just like scarf down food.
Yeah.
So I would have like one decent meal a day and then like 1 or 2 snacks. And man, did that mess me up. But like when you say like, oh, your body just like adjusts to being hungry and you don't feel it, like that's real.
Because it's real. And for a tip for anyone else, if people ever wonder, well, how do I not feel hungry throughout the day? And it is simply, you don't eat. It's the minute you put food in your body and then you don't eat for quite a while, because your body is already digesting that food. Once it's done digesting that food in your stomach, it's like, well, I need more now. I need more now. You already gave me some. Give me more. So if you don't give it anything, it's not gonna tell you it needs more.
That's why you can get so hungry to the point where you're not hungry.
But this isn't the best topic. Don't ever do that to yourself. Don't do this to yourself. This is just two people who have had like, hey, I can go without eating for a while. This isn't us telling you not to do that.
Yeah, please don't do that. Don't do that. I would not recommend.
This also brings me, don't recommend at all. Oh my gosh. This brings me back to when I was a camp counselor for ID Tech, which is a massive tech summer camp thing. I had a girl where it was a Tuesday, it was the second day of the week, and she was only there for that week. And she's like, can I stop, because I had to teach them how to 3D model basically. And she's like, hey, can I stop working? Like, my stomach really hurts and my eyes feel kind of weird. I'm like, and I was like, oh, absolutely. I'm like if you need to step away, I'm not.
Right.
That's okay. So we had her close her laptop, and she had like laid her head down on the table, and I offered her other solutions. Like, you don't gotta lay your head on the table.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, lay on the ground. This is summer camp. This ain't class. But and this was the second day, and so my manager, well, I was like, hey, like, I think can you like text her dad? See if like maybe because we legally can't give the kids any medication without consent from the parents.
Yes.
Without any consent from the parents. They can only take their legally prescribed medications. And I was a lead, so I was in charge of getting kids their meds. So it's like, okay, we can't just give her an Advil. And then her dad was like, okay, she's hungry. And we're like, what? She's like, he's like, yeah. So she was 12 or 11, I forget. And she doesn't know the difference between stomach pains and hunger pains. And we're like, oh.
It's really hard to differentiate.
It is really hard.
Especially when, like, I'm desensitized for like reasons I explained. And so a lot of people can't tell the difference sometimes, especially a poor kid. But I'm just like, come on, you're 12, come on. and when he's like, try to get her to eat something. And we're like, okay. And she was like, oh, but my stomach hurts. I don't want to eat anything.
Right.
And no, we're not gonna. You didn't tell her you're just hungry, because you don't want to invalidate some kid's pain.
No.
So it's like, so we get to lunch, and it's college style. We were on a college campus. It was free buffet. And she's like, she sat with me because she was my student. And I'm like, you know what? I'm like, hey, know what you could do? And she's like, what? I'm like, just get a whole plate of fries. And her eyes lit up. She's like, she was like, I can do that. Because unfortunately, when these kids, corporate gives emails the parents a book of rules or expectations before the kids get there. And the freaking corporation makes it seem like we're these strict jerks that, like, you have to eat a proper diet. You can't have your phones up. And all of us, the camp counselors are like, dude, no,
like, just do whatever you want. Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, I can do that. I'm like, dude, if you just want a plate of pure fries and any dessert up there, go for it. I'm like, girl, I don't care. This is your food. And she booked it. And she came back with this heaping plate of fries. And it was so cute.
That is such a mood.
And, I let them talk and eat amongst themselves, because whatever. Like, let them make friends with everyone else at camp too. Yeah. And then we get back to class, and she's back on the computer. And I was like, oh, are you feeling a little better? How are you doing? I just want to check in. She's like, yeah, I feel a lot better. And I'm like, yay. She was just hungry. You were just hungry. And I don't remember if she just did plates of fries every day. I don't care if she did.
That's amazing.
But I'm like, and
Good
I
for her.
told me and my manager were like, yeah, she's eating.
Well, one of the rough things too when you're that age and you're kind of left to your own devices is like you try to find stuff that you're familiar with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or like stuff that that your parents are like, hey, this is good for you, you should eat, like, the whole thing of like, oh, I have to eat a balanced meal, like I should probably be eating actual food. But it's like,
Mm-hmm.
no, if you're hungry, kind of like go with whatever you feel like eating, because
Yeah.
otherwise, if you don't feel like eating but you're hungry, you're just gonna sit there and suffer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because that's
Dude,
another
I
like
still struggle
trap.
with it every day.
Yeah, that's a trap that I fall into. Is like, man, I really don't feel like eating, or like now that I'm at the age where I'm living by myself and I have to cook. Oh my
mm-hmm.
god. Like you just don't want to eat because you're like, wow, it's so much effort.
Yep.
You
My
know?
mom is at that point in her life where she's like, I really don't want to cook anymore.
Yep.
And I saw a post on Tumblr, someone made a fair point where they're like, hey, just letting you know, if you don't feel like cooking, just know cooking every single day is not a human thing. Our ancestors hired cooks.
Yeah.
Like, they hired cooks. It was very normal until the nuclear family came into play.
Yep.
It only became that, oh, you have to cook every single meal. That was the nuclear family.
Right.
And
well, see,
unfortunately,
what my parents do is like, well, at least when my dad was working, when they were both working, is like, they'd kind of trade off and on of like who cooks, because depending on who got home first, they would start food, or like then when I got old enough to do it and they were both working, like I would have to like start up the oven or do that kind of, like, so I'd try and help best I could, but it does get to a point where it's like so taxing on you. And like the thing that I try to do is, stuff keeps for a while in the fridge. So it's like if you make enough for like 3 days worth, then that gets you most of the way through your week. And then you have a few days where you don't have to cook.
Yeah.
And looking at like the price of groceries versus going out to eat, you're almost better off sometimes going out to eat because the cost of groceries has gone up so much. Look at what you have to look forward to, Courtney, when you get your own place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I still live at home, but yeah.
Yep. Wee.
I lived on my own on that college life. I now live with family again, but oof, living on your own is a time.
It's definitely a time, but I will say that I appreciate having my own space. And this is not a dig at my parents at all. And I don't want anybody to take it as such. Nobody go tattle on my mom about me on this one. Is like there's when you and see if you guys feel the same way, is that I'm a very extroverted introvert.
You know what that's called?
As much as isn't it ambivert?
Ambivert, yep.
Yeah, okay. So I as much as I like company, there are definitely times where I like my social battery gets drained really, really quick and I need my own space. And I find that talking to people constantly, or even being in the same vicinity as people constantly, is really draining on me. So like, one of the things that I would do when I lived with my parents is like, we would all watch TV together every night. And as nice as that is, it's like sometimes I would sit there and be like, I really don't feel like being in public tonight. Like, I really don't feel like being, near other people tonight. However, if I say that and then I take off and go shut myself in my room, I feel like I'm being rude. So it's like when you're living with other people, you kind of feel obligated to, like, that there is a time of day where you all sit down together and spend that time together. And it's like, while in little doses, I'm cool with it. Sitting there for a really long time and not feeling like I can leave to go do my own thing because it's like I don't want to be rude. You know, it's like, I don't know. It's weird, and I don't know if you guys feel the same way or if that's just a me thing.
Yeah, I get that. That's why texting is so much easier, because I can just chuck my phone away and ignore people.
I
Exactly.
understand.
Like I feel so, like for me, like me and my family used to watch TV all the time together. Like we'd had shows we watched together.
Yep.
But like my mom is like, you guys just gotta after dinner go and lock yourself in your rooms. And I'm like, yeah, because this is where this is my room is my personal alone space.
Right.
And I'm 24, man. And I chose the path of being an animator. I was ready to like struggle with money, but still, like, I like having the moments like where I can talk to buddies online and have my personal space where I can be an adult without your parents being like parents, you know?
Right. And like I feel like if I had gone back into that habit now, like when I was still living with my parents, if I had slipped back into that habit, because I was really bad about it in high school, is I would come home and I'd go to my room and I'd shut my door and I wouldn't see my parents like all like except for dinner all night. But I didn't do it. I did it because I was depressed.
Yeah.
And my mom just like, you know, to this day, she still feels really bad about it because, you know, she just kind of thought I was tired. She's like, I didn't know you felt that way, so I didn't know what to do. I just kind of left you in there when I probably should have said like, hey, come out and do things with us. You know, so I was always like, oh my God, if I actually like shut myself in my room for a little while, is she going to feel guilty again? Was that other kind of thing. But like right now too is I have been single for 4 years. I am now dating someone and I don't know how to interact with people in the same space as me for prolonged periods of time. And that sounds so bad to say. I'm ditching my blanket. I was wrapped up. Gone. But it's like, but yeah, like now, not that I think he's watching this. I don't think he watches me stream, but hey, I do like spending time with you a lot, but I don't know how anymore. So I'm working on it.
Like, but for me, helping with that, like that gap, because pandemic and everything.
Yes.
It's like talking to friends via voice call.
Yes. Yeah. 100%. It's like you know, as much as I love being like physically with you guys, you know, like I miss hanging out with, you know, Courtney, Kenzie, Carly, Carmen, like everybody, you know, it's like I miss that. But you know, there is something about like I spend my entire day in the office with people and talking to people. Like, guys, I was on a phone call literally for 40 minutes yesterday with a customer.
No. No.
It was pleasant because they were very nice, but it was also like, I have talked to this person for 40 minutes and it's only 2 p.m. and I still have 3 more hours of dealing with other people. And it's like my mind was just like, no.
Just mind shuts down.
Yeah, so it's like I have to pace myself with the human interaction, even if it is a voice call, because there's sometimes where I'm like, and I try, I'm really good at like not being rude about it, I think, because there are sometimes, see if you guys relate to me on this one, because I always feel that is like, I'll be in the middle of a conversation with somebody, or like I'll be in the middle of hanging out with somebody, and my brain goes, you are tired of people. Go home. end this. And I'm like, no. You know, like no, I'm not gonna do that. But then, it's like trying not to, act grumpy because your brain is telling you you're done with people.
Yep. Oh yeah, I feel so bad because like with voice calls, I don't get that grumpy. I really don't.
Yeah.
I don't really show friends via voice call, even when I'm in person with friends. I don't show my grumpiness, but I feel so bad because when I'm with family, I'm like, you guys have lived with me for 24 years. I'm gonna be a little bit grumpy. And my mom's like, why are you so crabby? And I'm like, I'm tired of people.
Yeah, it's like I try really hard not to do it, with anybody, whether it's family or friends or whatever. But it's that nagging little voice in my head that's like, you're done. You're done. You're done.
I just give a warning to my mom or my family, like, hey, by the way, I'm a little crabby right now. Like, I give them a heads up.
I'm sleepy today.
And they're still like, well, you don't have to be crabby around us. I'm like, you're the only people that I can be. Because I don't want to subject my friends to this.
Oh,
your family, you could just be like, oh, stop it. Well, with my friends, they could possibly think that, I don't want friends to think that I'm mad at them or anything.
Yes,
like family.
That's exactly it. It's like, I don't want anybody to think that I'm mad at you, because I'm not. It's just, I have a very finite level of like, I can people this much today and then I'm done.
Oh, by the way, I'm at the Golden Hill Champ.
Oh, I'm probably not going to run the champ tonight. I think I'm going to hop off because I got to go get a snack.
Yeah, it's talking about being hungry. Go get a snack.
Yes.
Everyone drink something and eat something.
Yes.
You haven't yet.
Yes, including everybody on the Twitch chat. Go get food. Go get something.
Get food.
All right. Good night, Twitch. Good night, YouTube. Thanks, guys, for tuning in.
Bye, baby pom pom. To have some food.
Yeah, go get food. Good night.